Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan and I'm with Skyline Acres. If you guys haven't been here before, we are a small homestead located in the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia. If you're interested in things like hobby farming, property maintenance, we got some Highland cattle, any little stuff like that, go back and check out our other videos. And if that kind of thing interests you, consider subscribing to the channel, because we would love to have you back and it really helps grow the channel. Let's get into it. What is today's video? Well, if you've seen my other previous videos, I'm basically going to have a several part series on making hay on small acreage. And I think there's going to end up being one video on cutting hay, one video on tedding hay, and then probably a third video on raking and baling hay, all in one video. All right guys, so let's hop right on into it. So first off, let's start with, why do we make hay here at Skyline Acres? Well, for one, we need hay. We have livestock. For two, I know how to do it. And for three, I enjoy it. And kind of as a fourth one, just a byproduct of it is we end up making money off of it. So without getting too much in the weeds into that, maybe I'll do a video on that at some point, but we only need a small amount of the hay that we make. Everything else we sell, okay? And those sales go into, we usually reinvest it back into the homestead. Very quickly, if you read on any of these forums or the internet or anything, a lot of people want to get into making hay, and people will write back and say, oh, don't do it. It's a nightmare. It can be a nightmare, yada yada, on a small scale. Okay, I agree with that. However, there's a big but to that. If you know how to turn a wrench and you enjoy it, you can profitably make hay on small acreage. And I don't really see many people doing it on YouTube. There's a lot of people that do it around here. There's all kind of people around here that have acreage and make hay and stuff, but or small acreage and make hay. But with that said, I don't see it much on YouTube, so I said, you know what, I might just show what we do. One thing I was going to mention, guys, before I get into the greasing, and I don't know if any of you guys do this, but this is my granddad's old tractor, and this is our Oliver hay rake. And I was raking hay, you know, anytime we were raking hay with it, as like, I mean, there's nothing unique about it, but if you turn too sharp, you'd rub your tires over here. So I've got this really nice King Kutter trailer mover. And by the way, this thing is super nice. If y'all want a good trailer mover, this thing is nice. It's even got the limiter there, so your 3-point arms can't come up. Like if you were going down the road with a trailer and you hit the brake or something, it won't fly up, because your arms will just lift up, if y'all have ever noticed that before, and it's really dangerous. But anyways, so I had this trailer mover, and I said, yeah, I'm gonna try that on the hay rake, and I'm gonna see what happens. So what it does, I basically set it to the same level as the normal drawbar. There's the normal drawbar. There it is now. And I just use a regular ball mount with no ball. And I tell you what, guys, it's sweet. You can turn the tractor as hard as the tractor will turn, and you will not hit on the hay rake. So just a little tip there that I wanted to point out, but it works so good, I always use it now. Well, hey guys, welcome back. It is now the next day. Today is a Sunday. It's about 10:30 in the morning. My dad is on his way over here right now. He usually drives that old tractor and rakes while I get the baler hooked up and get that greased up and everything. So a little update, in that previous video, or in the previous portion of this video, It was getting cloudy yesterday evening and I was greasing that hay rake, and we did end up getting overnight, not then, it was more at like 9 o'clock at night, we ended up getting 0.05 inches of rain. We have a weather station here on the homestead, so that did happen. So far I think we dodged that bullet, because I think it could have been a quarter, half inch of rain depending on where you were. Okay guys, so my dad is here and he is raking right now. As of right now, it is fairly sunny and breezy and everything's looking good. Let's just cross our fingers on that. I haven't showed our baler much on the channel, but I went down and hooked it up. Went down to the barn and hooked it up. I got it, we always bale with our Kubota. By the way guys, I tell you, a hydrostatic tractor is amazing to bale with. You can just, because you can vary your speed and the PTO speed remains constant. You don't have to change gears or anything like that. So that's really nice. But anyways, very quick rundown. This is a New Holland Super 69 Baler. I got it locally. It was on Craigslist. I got it for 1,650 bucks at the time. And we've used it since 2017 and it works great. Knock on wood, I almost don't even want to say that before I'm getting ready to go use it. All right guys, so right here is a good example of why I like the LockNLube. So I've got the accessory kit right here, and I've got a grease fitting that's always hard to get to. It's back behind this right here. It's the only one on the knotter. This is the injector needle, okay? This is the LockNLube. You push down right here, this comes out. There's a standard grease zerk on the other side of this injector needle. Take that, put it in there, let off, there you go. Now you got an injector needle. Now I can get to this grease fitting. Alright guys, so as we begin to bale hay here, you can really tell how dry that field is. So we baled hay, it was around the end of August, and it was our second cut. You know, we did first in May, and I mean, this was it. You know, it was awful. The drought really killed us. It really hurt our yields. But one thing I wanted to point out was, you know, the hay was much shorter in height, you know, because of the drought. And it really reminded me of a third cutting, like fall hay, with the height of the hay. And because of that, it doesn't feed into the baler super well. Now, we didn't have any problems with it. I just wanted to point out that you will see the baler kind of pick the hay out in front of the pickup, rather than feeding it into it the way it's really supposed to. But didn't have any trouble with it, and it picked it all up totally smooth. Alright guys, well, we have the hay all put up in the barn right now. It is about, let me check, it's 4:32 right now. This is the earliest we have ever had hay put up, but that's not really a good sign because you know, we just didn't have much hay. So if you look behind me, the field is all cleaned off. Alright, there it is. It's dry and crispy too. But anyways, so I had predicted we usually get 500 to 600 bales off this field, and that's an average since like 2017. And we got 152 bales. So that just shows you, you know, what the drought affected us. And we do soil samples, we do all of that. I mean, this was drought related. So it is what it is. But I hope you guys enjoyed the footage. I really wanted to do a hay making series that was a little more better hay and kind of more involved. And usually we're putting hay up at nighttime in the barn and all of that stuff. But it wasn't that. But it was nice getting done and still having some of your day left. So anyways, guys, on that note, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, go out there and hit that subscribe button because we'd love to have you back on the channel. And you guys have a great day, and we'll see you again next time.